Another day, another story. Diversity of the Animals Kingdom Series 6. Welcome to the scorching heat of the South Sahara, one of the harshest environments on Earth where the animal kingdom has adapted to survive. Today, we'll be exploring the unique animals that inhabit this harsh environment, such as dromedary camel, African pygmy hedgehog, Barbary macaque, sacred ibis, where the dromedary camel reigns supreme. These desert dwellers are well adapted to life in the harsh conditions of the Sahara. They are known for their ability to go without water for extended periods of time, as they can store large amounts of water in their humps. Camels are typically born after a gestation period of 12 to 14 months. They are precocial, which means they are born fully developed and can stand up and walk within minutes. Young camels, known as calves, will remain close to their mother for the first few years of their lives. Dromedary camels are herbivores, and their diet primarily consists of tough desert plants such as thorny shrubs and dry grasses. They are well suited to their environment, as they have tough mouths that allow them to eat these tough plants without damaging their teeth. In order to survive the extreme conditions of the Sahara, dromedary camels have developed several adaptations. They have a thick coat that protects them from the sun during the day and insulates them from the cold at night. Their large, flat feet allow them to walk on sand without sinking in. They also have the ability to close their nostrils to keep out sand and dust during sandstorms. During the winter months, food becomes scarce and many dromedary camels will have to walk for miles and miles to find food. Despite the harsh conditions, these creatures are an important part of the Sahara ecosystem and have been domesticated by humans for centuries for transportation. Dromedary camels are known for their incredible ability to survive in harsh, desert environments. They have several adaptations that enable them to do so, including their hump, which stores fat that can be used as a source of energy and water when food and water are scarce. They can also go for long periods without drinking water, as they are able to conserve water by producing concentrated urine and reducing water loss through sweating. In addition to their physical adaptations, dromedary camels have also played an important role in the lives of humans in desert regions for thousands of years. They are used for transportation, as well as for milk and meat production. Dromedary camels are typically born in the cooler months between October and February. They are born with a thick coat of hair that provides insulation against the cold temperatures and protects them from the hot desert sun. They are able to stand and walk within just a few hours of being born and will start to nurse from their mother's milk, which is high in fat and protein. As they grow, dromedary camels will begin to feed on a variety of desert vegetation, including thorny shrubs and dry grasses. They are able to consume tough, thorny plants that most other animals would not be able to eat due to their tough mouths and specialized digestive system. Their stomachs have 3 compartments, which allows them to break down tough plant fibers and extract nutrients from them. During the hot summer months, dromedary camels will seek out shade and shelter from the sun, often huddling together in groups for protection. They will also reduce their activity levels during the hottest parts of the day, conserving energy and water. When winter comes, they may have to travel long distances in search of food and water, and will often migrate to different areas in search of better conditions. Overall, dromedary camels are fascinating animals with incredible adaptations that have allowed them to survive in some of the harshest environments on Earth. They have played an important role in the lives of humans for thousands of years and continue to be an important part of desert ecosystems today. Among these incredible creatures is the African pygmy hedgehog, a small and charming mammal that has become popular as a pet in recent years. African pygmy hedgehogs are small, spiny mammals that are native to Central and Western Africa. Unlike their larger hedgehog cousins, they are only about 6 inches in length and weigh less than 1 pound. Their spines are not sharp, but are used as a defense mechanism against predators. These hedgehogs are born after a gestation period of about a month, with litters typically ranging from 1 to 6 hoglets. They are born blind and without spines, but these will begin to grow in shortly after birth. Their mothers will nurse them for several weeks until they are able to eat solid food. As adults, African pygmy hedgehogs are usually around 6 to 9 inches long and weigh around 0.5 to 1.5 pounds. They are primarily nocturnal animals and will spend most of their days sleeping in a cozy nest. In the wild, they primarily feed on insects such as beetles, caterpillars, and crickets. They will also eat small mammals and reptiles if they can catch them. As pets, they are typically fed a diet of high-quality cat food and mealworms. In order to survive the harsh conditions of the Sahara, African pygmy hedgehogs have developed several adaptations. They are able to roll into a tight ball to protect themselves from predators, and their spines provide insulation against the hot desert sand. During the hot summer months, they will seek out shade and cooler temperatures to avoid overheating. During the winter months, they may also have to travel long distances in search of food and shelter. African pygmy hedgehogs are solitary creatures, and males and females typically only come together to mate. Females will give birth to litters of around 3 to 4 young, which they will nurse for around 6 to 8 weeks before they are weaned. Overall, the African pygmy hedgehog is a fascinating and unique creature that has adapted to survive in the harsh conditions of the Sahara. Their small size and adorable appearance have made them popular pets, but they are also an important part of the ecosystem in their natural habitat. With proper care and attention, they can make great companions for those looking for a small, low-maintenance pet. The Barbary macaque. Found in the Atlas Mountains of North Africa, the Barbary macaque is the only species of macaque outside of Asia. These monkeys are social animals that live in groups called troops, which can number from 10 to 100 individuals. These troops are led by a dominant male, who is responsible for protecting the group from potential predators and other threats. The Barbary macaque is also known for their complex social behavior, with a strict hierarchy and communication through vocalizations, body language, and grooming. Barbary macaques are born after a gestation period of around 5 to 6 months, with litters typically consisting of 1 or 2 young. They are born with black fur and their eyes are open, unlike other primates. At birth, the mother will be the primary caregiver, nursing the young until they are weaned at around 6 months old. Barbary macaques are primarily herbivorous, feeding on a variety of fruits, nuts, seeds, and leaves. They will also eat insects and small invertebrates to supplement their diet. These monkeys are known for their cheek pouches, which allow them to store food for later consumption. The ability to store food is essential for their survival in the South Sahara, where food can be scarce. Surviving in the South Sahara is not an easy feat, and the Barbary macaque has adapted to this harsh environment. During the hot summer months, they will seek out shade and cooler temperatures to avoid overheating. In the winter months, they grow thicker fur to protect themselves from the cold. Their unique way of processing food, known as rumination, also helps them to extract more nutrients from their food and survive in this harsh environment. Female Barbary macaques have a gestation period of around 6 months and will give birth to a single offspring, which they will nurse for up to a year. The entire troop will help to care for the young, with older females often taking on the role of babysitters. One of the most unique aspects of Barbary macaque behavior is their grooming habits. These monkeys will spend hours grooming each other, not only as a way to keep their fur clean but also as a way to bond and establish social hierarchies within the troop. Barbary macaques face a number of threats in their native habitat, including habitat loss, hunting, and capture for the illegal pet trade. As a result, they are considered an endangered species, with only a few thousand individuals remaining in the wild. Conservation efforts are underway to protect these charismatic monkeys, including the establishment of protected areas and education campaigns to raise awareness about the importance of conserving their habitat. With continued efforts, it is hoped that these fascinating creatures will continue to thrive in the wild for generations to come. The sacred ibis, a bird that has long been associated with the ancient Egyptian civilization. These striking birds are found throughout sub-Saharan Africa and Madagascar, and are known for their long, curved beaks and distinctive black and white plumage. In ancient Egypt, the sacred ibis was revered as a symbol of the god Thoth and was often mummified and buried with pharaohs. Today, these birds are still considered sacred by some cultures and are often seen in artwork and religious iconography. The sacred ibis is primarily a scavenger, feeding on a variety of food, including insects, fish, small mammals, reptiles, and carrion. They have also been known to scavenge for food, feeding on garbage. This wading bird is a social species that lives in large groups, often roosting together in trees or on rocky outcrops. They are monogamous and mate for life, with pairs often seen preening each other or engaging in displays of affection. During breeding season, which typically occurs from September to December, these birds will build large, communal nests made of sticks and other vegetation. Both parents will take turns incubating the eggs and caring for the young. The female will lay a clutch of 2 to 4 eggs, which hatch after about 3 weeks, and the young birds are born naked and helpless. They rely on their parents for food and protection until they are old enough to fledge and leave the nest. These birds are well adapted to the harsh environment of the South Sahara, with their long legs allowing them to wade through shallow waters and their large wingspan enabling them to soar through the hot air currents. They are also able to regulate their body temperature through panting and by spreading their wings to create shade. Despite their revered status in some cultures, sacred ibis populations have declined in recent years due to habitat loss, hunting, and pollution. Conservation efforts are underway to protect these birds, including habitat restoration and education campaigns to raise awareness about the importance of conservation. In conclusion, the sacred ibis is a fascinating bird that has played an important role in many cultures throughout history. Their opportunistic feeding habits, communal nesting behaviors, and ability to survive in harsh environments make them a unique and intriguing species. However, their populations are facing threats from habitat loss and human activities, highlighting the need for continued conservation efforts. Like this video and subscribe to my channel for more contents. Thanks for watching.